Hello and welcome back to another episode of Shapeless Skyrim. My name is Tori.
My name is Tyler, and today we are going to be looking at 4 mods revolving around Solstheim and how you can maybe change up your Solstheim playthrough. It's kind of, I'll be honest, it's a shit place to go.
It's a little bit sandy, a little bit ash covered, a lot of volcano, a lot of bad boys. I don't know if it's necessarily the best place to be, but damn, we're going to make it better, or at least as much as we can. Now, Tyler, what do we got on the docket for mod number 1?
Mod number 1 is called Bloodmoon, Land of Werewolves. And this one is actually suggested by HBMT.
It's HDMI, but anyway.
It's not important. What this mod is going to do is there is a werewolf and Skaal hunter kind of war going on in Solstheim. And this is kind of like a new lore story with extra locations, extra equipment, new lore about the Bloodmoon prophecy. So it is a story mod for you to interact with and discover some more new things in Solstheim. Beef it up.
Now let me explain a little bit about this mod. So it seems, and I've read through the comments of it, it seems to be kind of half broken for a lot of people. So it is supposed to be kind of like a grand quest line and add a bunch of locations and basically a war between werewolves and Skaal. The locations work. The NPCs work, and we're actually at one of the locations right now. This is all part of the mod here. These people, like, you know, these little bits of environmental storytelling. But I've seen like one fight between the Skaal and the werewolves in a couple hours of testing this mod. That's kind of it. It's so for us, the locations are working. The quest and sort of war between the factions doesn't seem to be working. But the reason I wanted to showcase it still is because new locations and new NPCs and environmental storytelling is kind of enough for me.
Have we considered that maybe at this point, after you saw the one fight, they're kind of going like a Twilight route, and the Skaal and the werewolves have now teamed up to fight a bigger enemy? Like, maybe have we considered it's going like the Twilight route?
I don't know who the bigger enemy was in the Twilight series.
Well, Tori, let me tell you all about the Volturi. So, the Volturi were a faction of vampires that have been around for a very... Robert Pattinson is so hot, I don't want to fight him. And that's the story of Twilight.
Wow, that was comprehensive and detailed in ways that I didn't know you knew. And hey, Tyler, let's go try out a couple of these new locations. So, Tyler, one of the other new locations added here is this place, Inkhurst. Let me pull up the map here and show you where we are. So, kind of in the north part, this is a dwemer ruin here, and that guy's swimming, which I don't think machines can do that, but he ain't getting back up. That's totally fine.
I don't know about ink hurts. Like, I have a few tattoos, and ink didn't hurt that bad. Tori, do you like the energy that I'm kind of bringing?
I love the stinky energy, that nasty, sweaty energy you're bringing to this podcast right now. That's so fucking funny,
It's very
dude.
hot out. I feel like I'm having a heat stroke and going insane.
Yeah, it is great. We're under a heat advisory for like a week here in the Twin Cities, so it's just it's a real fun time. But Tyler,
it's like 103 degrees. I'm not in a good mental state.
So we got all kinds of locations. There's all sorts like camps and like little villages and just little wayside areas. But I want to see what's inside one of the heftier sort of additions. Whoa, Tyler, particle effects.
Atmospheric.
Look at all those particles. So damn good. I just love that it adds so much to like do. There's just like more activities in Solstheim. You know, you're not just going to be like, well, there's ash. No, there's snow.
Mods are always good when they add more stuff to do in Skyrim because, guys, the game's 10 years old. Like,
it's so fucking
you've done
old, guys.
Everything. And what I will say is that there's lots of stuff to do in other games, too.
There's like, plenty of stuff. Please stop watching this. We've been cursed by a witch, and we can't stop making the show until you stop watching it. So please do us a solid and stop watching our program. Let's go try out another location now that we've seen this one. Well, it's nighttime, but I can't wait till day because we're in the thick of it right now, aren't we, bud?
Oh, boy. Hey, they got flame arrows. That's cool.
We are now at the deadric pit that is in the sort of, again, in like the kind of north of the island here. And it's just showcasing, once again, like the variety that you're going to find here. It's not just going to be little camps and stuff. It's not all the Dwemer ruins. It is a whole bunch.
There's a slew of new enemies. When were the Daedra in Solstheim before? This is a lot of new shit. Like,
Tyler, don't make claims like that. Otherwise, the nerds are going to get in the comments and be like, actually. Now, I do. One of those games that's very good.
Yeah, no, let me go first. You shut up. The one thing I was hoping for more of in this mod is like, yes, there's a lot of new enemies and there's a lot of new locations. And I just don't know if it's not working because there's something wrong with it. Because, we saw in the other location, like a lot of doors glitching out, a lot of spaces in the floors. What I'm wondering is if there's supposed to be werewolves around all these places and they're just not showing up. Because if it's going to be like a Bloodmoon thing.
Oh, there's a werewolf right there, I think.
Okay, good. See, that's what I was looking for more of is like, I want the damn place littered with these fuckers.
Yeah, you want all those bear men to be running around like crazy. Now, the thing that I don't know if you know about this, Tyler, is that for a game called Morrowind, have you heard of it?
No, never heard of it. What is it?
Well, there was an expansion to that game, and it was like one of those nerd RPG games, and there was an expansion called Bloodmoon that took place on the island of Solstheim back in 2004-ish, and this is basically trying to recreate some of the feeling that the Bloodmoon expansion to Morrowind gave, except for it's now bringing it to Skyrim.
Oh, that's interesting. Now, hold up one second, because you said Morrowind came out in like 2003, 2004, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there was another full game after that before we got to Skyrim, because then we got Oblivion.
Yep.
And then we got Skyrim. So what you're telling me is in that like 8-year time frame, there were 3 Elder Scrolls games, and it has now been a decade, and there is not another one.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Here's one of the hunters, by the way.
Nice. But well, you killed all the damn werewolves for him to hunt.
Yeah, I did. I guess you have no purpose now. You're useless to me.
Jan's stance on war is he hates it, so he will indiscriminately kill both sides of the war.
Jan's stance on war can basically be boiled down to the sentence, I just hope both teams have fun. Now, Tyler, this is, obviously there is, like, I found at least 7 locations in my testing. We're not going to look at all of them, but there's new stuff so that when you're exploring the island, you will have a good time and get a little bit of that sweet Morrowind hit. But I think it's time to maybe move on to mod number 2.
I think it's about that time. So, Tori, how about we cozy on up into mod number 2?
Tyler, welcome to mod number 2. How do you feel about this village?
It's a good-looking village. It's not like a village I've seen before. It's like I don't recognize it.
Well, Tyler, that's because we dressed up the Skaal Village a little bit, didn't we?
And that is because of mod number 2, JK's Skaal Village, which will add different decorations to the Skaal Village. An observation deck, storage sheds, gate posts, a bridge. Like, we gave the Skaal Village a makeover. Oh, there's a dead werewolf.
Yeah, so that was, sorry, that's from testing. I believe that this werewolf shit himself. Fucking
shit
idiot.
Himself. What a fucking idiot.
So I think that werewolf is supposed to start the main quest from what I could gather from the comments on the mod on Bethnet, but after I killed that werewolf, not a whole lot happened. So I just kind of left his corpse there. Because this village was looking so nice with JK's Skaal Village that I just felt like it needed like some type of rotting flesh in it.
Now, Tori, while you're making your way over to this observation deck here, which looks fantastic, it is the perfect.
Love this.
It's the perfect like piece to the Skaal Village because they lived so weirdly primitive. Like these are expert like craftsmen. Why the hell are they living in like huts?
Tyler, you're setting yourself up again for the fucking nerds in the comments to be like, actually, the Skaal Villagers on.
Now, I got a question for the nerds to ponder on. If you could head over to that werewolf again, Tori.
Oh, okay, great. This is going to be fun.
I got
isn't
a
it?
really good question that I actually want everyone in the comments to participate in because I feel like this is going to be a really good debate.
Okay.
Let's say you're a werewolf, right? Similar to the Twilight franchise. So
God.
when you shit as a werewolf, don't worry, I'm getting to a good spot here. When you shit as a werewolf, like you'd think it'd be easier to like every time you have to poop, just transform into a werewolf and then go poop. Because then you don't have to deal with like, finding a spot, wiping, anything like that. Does the poop that gets stuck on your werewolf fur, does that translate back into like your skin? Like, do you then transform back to a human with like poop on your skin? Or does that like shed completely?
Tyler, that thought has crossed nobody's mind ever.
See, that's what's so just like wacky and twisted about my brain is that
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking about these things that no one else thinks of. And like, I feel like that's a good question. Does the poop that gets on their fur transfer onto their human form?
I don't know. Like, if they get lycanthropic diarrhea, are they going to have mud butt in their fleshy form? Their human skin? That, fuck.
Exactly. Because, like, you know what I mean? Like, if they get injured in their werewolf form, like they get, like, stabbed, when they go back to human, they're still stabbed.
Oh, fuck.
But anyway, I hope you've liked looking at the new structures around the Skaal Village, because I think they're a very welcome addition.
Yeah, very much so. This village was always pretty boring, and just adding little details, some extra like, let's put the bones up on the thing. Let's add the observation deck. Just a little bit more clutter around really does add to it. But Tyler, there's actually, here at the Skaal Village, there's a little bonus mod that we wanted to toss in there as well. Well, there it is.
There it is. It's called Skaal Kid Coat, and what it does, you would think like, oh, cool, I get like the Skaal Kid Coat or something. No, it just gives this girl a coat.
Yep, this girl now has a coat. Before she wore a dress, now she has a coat because it's cold around here.
If this bothered you, here's a fix.
If you hated this cold child needed a coat, and thanks to mods, we can do it. Wow, thanks mod community. You guys really solved our problems.
Todd was torturing this girl by not having her in a coat, and we solved it. We said, Todd, you're a sick man. Give that girl a coat, God damn it.
Todd, you savage beast of a man.
Todd just fucking hates when kids are warm.
He hates warm kids. That is a canonical fact.
His parents only let him wear Bermuda shorts and a sleeveless shirt. Okay. Imagine Todd rolling up onto the E3 stage with Bermuda shorts and a sleeveless shirt, and he's like holding a football.
He walks out, tosses it into the crowd, and he's like, it just works.
I don't know why it's the funniest shit in the world to think of Todd fucking Howard as an ultra Chad.
Well, I think he is. Like, I think everyone knows that he's got big alpha energy, and they're all afraid. Like, I'm sure that it's palpable when you're in the room. You're like, holy shit, this. I have never seen Todd's penis, but I know it's large. And not only large, it's fucking thick. The boy's got an absolute hammer.
I love thinking like the devs are like in the room, and like whenever Todd walks in, like a silence just like fucking quiets the entire room, and he's always like doing shit jokes. Like someone's like, I just need like, a few more hours to finalize it, and he does that like fake punch at them, like just to try and make them flinch, and he's like, huh, made you flinch.
Goes full Zuck on him.
And then he does, and then he's like, 2 for flinching.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy who walks over and he's like, what are you ladies doing?
No, that's just Activision.
Oh, well.
Those fuckers.
Yeah, they did bad, Tyler, but the creator of this mod did very good. Just like all of the great JK transformations in stateside over in the mainland, over here on Solstheim is no different. The Skaal Village is looking sexy, fresh, and frankly, it's now a Chad city.
We got our Chad city. What if we want like our Chad home in Solstheim? Do we have anything for that?
Well, you know what? Let's go see the final mod and see if that could maybe give us a place to rest our head, like a real Chad. Okay, Tyler, for the final mod, I'm just going to crest this peak here and... Oh, do you see it in the distance?
It's the tree.
It is. It's just that.
Just the tree. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kidding. I'm goofing with you guys. This mod is called Solstheim Villa, and it's recommended by Dragonblade Call L. Thank you very much for your recommendation.
Thank you. And this is a pretty new player home mod, and it's by the creator Lids, which we've shown off quite a few of their player homes in the past here. But before we get in depth on the details here, let me show you where you find this on the map. So if you enter via Raven Rock, which is, I believe, the only place you can enter, it's right on the ridge here. You basically can't miss it if you're heading out anywhere into the world. So it's nice and easy to find, and it's got everything you need and a great, great overlook here. So starting in the back, I mean, we got this nice pedestaled,
I always start in the back.
Tyler, you can't just go straight to anal. And I mean, like, sexually, like, you need to do some warm-ups first. Otherwise, it's just bad practice, honestly.
You're kind of a disgusting fucking freak if you just go straight to that. God damn.
Like, there's got to be at least something, like, I don't, even if it's just like a light ear nibble or something, you can't just be like, all right, in the bum, here we go.
Here we go. Lids makes phenomenal player homes. I really love their style, and I love that they put in the description, this has a bath and a toilet. It's got a nasty bath.
All of the Lids homes seem to have an excess of baths, Tyler, but one of the reasons that I really love this house is because this, as far as Lids player homes go, this one is actually quite conservative in its use of extravagance. So let's hop inside and take a look. So right upon entry here, I mean, as always, great design, like these kind of gated partitions that are separating the main living space here.
Oh, it's modular. I just know it is with that button. Click the button.
It's actually just the light. You can see the light turning on and off in the background there.
That's so impressive. I love that.
I know. I always love it. Lids tends to have them in all of their mods, and it's just a fantastic detail here. But it's also like, yeah, this isn't a wildly extravagant home, but it's got the details, and it just looks and feels good. It's got a good layout. It just feels all like good design.
Yeah, it feels like a normal living space. Like, it's nothing so extreme. Like, it's a big house. It's a nice house. But it's not like there's fucking deadric shit everywhere and there's the most expensive candelabras you've ever seen.
Yeah. That's where I always invest my money. People don't talk about it, but if you want to make a good return, invest in candelabras. That's where the real investors go.
I love those clothing racks they make so much. Oh, a sliding door.
Oh, love that. Yeah,
oh,
Tyler,
that's fucking filthy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got seats in it.
It does have seats, and it's got like this purple hue. I don't know what essential oils Lid's putting in this bath, but I bet it's going to get me fucking...
It's lavender.
Nice.
That's a lavender infused.
Oh,
it's going to be so good for your anxiety and calming you down.
Holy
and just
shit.
Little known fact, I sell essential oils on the side, and a lot of people don't know this. They cure every disease.
Does YouTube do fact checks?
I certainly hope not. Because I just lied to you. Oh, good looking shitter right there.
That's something it could use a squatty potty. I'll be honest. I just got mine, loving it. And frankly, I think all bathrooms should be equipped with a squatty potty.
Now, what's the evacuation rate on that? You notice you're taking poops a lot faster? You notice it kind of like shoots out at a better angle?
It's got good velocity. It's got good exit velocity for sure.
So does the squatty potty increase your exit velocity?
I would say that it I would say it puts it up a few notches. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's great. Talk more about it. Oh, just a great, like, everything in the home design makes sense. Oh, that's a Lady Dimitrescu mannequin.
Yeah, that's that good big shit that we know and love.
Whoa. I said whoa really late because I'm going to be honest, Tori, I wasn't paying attention, but that is bright as hell and I love it.
Yeah, it's got just good energy, Tyler. Like, along with like the lavender bath, this is mint or whatever herb you like on the wall there, and that's going to help you go to sleep. That's going to increase restfulness. It's going to make sure that you are recharged for the day.
It's going to make sure that, so like you have your standard poop velocity, it's going to increase it at least 2 times.
Yeah, it's the good herb that does make you poop better. That's great. And if you're a vampire, you got a cough in there too.
This house is equipped with everything you would find in like any other Lid's home. Like it's got all of your crafting, all of your shrines, mannequins, wall decorations, modular. Like it is stacked. Okay.
Yeah, fully stacked.
It's stacked like Tay's mom.
Stacked like Tay's mom. You got plenty of shitters. You got just plenty of great design, places to do whatever you'd like to do. A little bit of customization here and there. And Tyler, we even got a balcony. Tyler, out on the balcony, you'll see that we are equipped with another nasty bath that's got a couple of chairs in there. Tyler, imagine grabbing yourself a little cocktail, or in your case, lime juice, Malibu, and Dr. Pepper, and just sitting out enjoying the ashen wasteland of Solstheim. Just fucking chilling.
Look, at this, it depends. Like if I'm at bars, yeah, Malibu, lime, Dr. Pepper. But like this, I wouldn't want to drink a soda in a hot tub. No, that's like a tequila sunrise, or maybe like a daiquiri of some sort, something tropical. You know?
Yeah, something that comes in like a tiki mug.
Oh yeah, that'd be so good to just vibe with that. I love the cherry blossom tree here. It stands out so much that it looks really good against the landscape.
It adds a sense of prominence to the house just on the exterior here because, sure, it's prominent inside, but Lids has gone much further in other homes. I think that this one is building on all of their previous knowledge. They use the space very efficiently. They have everything you need, and they have just enough decoration, just enough like little licks of extravagance. But all in all, I'm a big fan of this, and what a much needed escape and Solstheim, because I don't know if it's been clear, me and Tyler not big Solstheim fans. We don't love it.
Not big Solstheim guys. This makes it kind of livable. Like I think if you're gonna like live on Solstheim, you need that. You need that as your base of operations. It's necessary.
Yeah,
and
you need a little bit more.
It looks against the landscape. Holy hell. See, this is why Solstheim sucks.
Yeah.
The population is just so... It's just horrible. This neighborhood used to be so nice. We need to gentrify Solstheim, okay?
And that goes along with all of these mods. Not only do we got this, but we spruced up Skaal Village. We're gentrifying that area as well. And, to keep the prices down, that's why we started a faction war and added a bunch of new locations around, stuff like that, so that like you can find affordable living around.
Yeah, well, so we can buy up all the property dirt cheap, put really shitty apartment buildings all over, like just bad ones. We call them luxury apartments, though, and then we end the war so we can jack that price right back up.
Yeah. Oh, a studio apartment. Well, no, it's not going to be too much money. It's only going to be $1,500 a month. Pet rent, that's another $100. Hope you don't have a cat.
A month, and it is $100 for each pet. So if you have like 2
per
pets.
pet. Oh, and sorry, I forgot to mention this. It's actually $700 deposit for the apartment. It's also going to be $200 per pet. Just as a deposit. Don't worry. You'll probably get it back, I think. Probably. I hope so. You better not do anything wrong.
You got to do all the utilities.
You know what's free, though, Tyler?
Nothing in life.
Well, don't say that. For free, you could go check out Baseless Claims.
It's not free. You have to have a phone.
Oh, fuck. That's
like
true. That's true.
Device.
I guess nothing is free. But you probably have everything you need to get invested in Baseless Claims, which is you're gonna love it. Look, folks, you're gonna love it. It's our great funny podcast. You're gonna be the whole time you're listening, you're gonna be like,
the return on that investment is gonna be so good. Your investment to goof ratio is gonna be. It's going to be so mature and so good, and you're going to be able to really get your money's worth with Baseless Claims. It goes up every single Friday. Why don't you check it out on any podcatcher of your choosing? We're everywhere. Now, Shapeless Skyrim, that's every single Tuesday, but you knew that. Come on.
You knew that, you nasty little piggy. You eat this shit up like it's just your fucking sloppy feed, don't you?
we got to wrap this up because I don't have a squatty potty, so I'm going to be in the bathroom a while, and I got to go really, really bad. So I'm trying to wrap this up.
Okay, well, you can go to you can go to Twitter @LurkingLion and go, hey Tori, check out this mod.
You could also do that at Subtly Cool. However, you may not know we have a Discord and we have a mod suggestion channel in there, and you should really suggest mods because it helps us put together themes for episodes, really helps, shape what the viewers would like to see. So join our Discord, check out the mod suggestion tab, put your own mod suggestions there. Why don't you recommend some stuff for the podcast too? Check that out. And otherwise, we'll see you on Friday for Basis Claims and next Tuesday for more Shapeless Skyrim. Is this girl suitable?
Yuck.